Thank you. We once again take this opportunity to welcome all the facilitators who have traveled from different places in India, and they've taken the pains to be with us today. Thank you very much. I welcome His Grace Hari Leela Prabhuji, His Grace Vanamali Prabhuji, His Grace Vijay Venkatesh Prabhuji, who have traveled all the way to Coimbatore, and all our facilitators from Coimbatore and Erode. We also welcome all the students, participants of this Bhakti Shastri program in English and Tamil, who have also traveled from faraway places to be here with us today. We are very happy to welcome you all. We are happy to welcome our beloved Maharaj, and we now request our Maharaj to address us.
Om Ajnanaatimirandhasya Jnananjanachalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatana Vidamutam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshadarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jagannath Baladev Subhadramai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nittai Gaura Premanande. I want to echo and reflect what Karunati Krishna Kumar Prabhu mentioned. Very grateful to all of you for being present here in the I think there is an applause from the mic too. Grateful for all of your presence here, facilitators, students, volunteers, and staff and members of the Bhaktivedanta Academy. Convocation means big thing in an academic setup. Convocation in a big university means it is a big landmark in the student's life when the university is functioning. That students are graduating successfully from the institution and they have learned and they have a great future opening up in front of them. So many people join a convocation, the parents come, the students come, and there is a big time person called for speaking, and he gives the keynote address and he speaks about his life and his academics and his journey in life and how he is an alumni of that particular university and how wonderful it is, and some new persons who are getting the particular degree that they also speak. You can sit down, please. Can somebody give him a chair? So this way, this is a big thing, convocation. Like I said, it's a big word. We were discussing that, should we use that word here? And I was thinking that, of course, this is a very big thing, even bigger than what the universities do. Because Prabhupada's wonderful society he mentioned is an education institution. And what is being taught here is not just ordinary material subject matter. What is being taught here is very profound and deep and important for human life, for human civilization and society, and for all of humankind. And that is the type of information and knowledge that is being imparted by Prabhupada through his organization, ISKCON. And so when we seriously, scrutinizingly choose to study those wonderful books of Srila Prabhupada, if you have read it carefully, you will know that what is being spoken about there is what everybody has been wanting to know from ages, eons ahead. The truth, the reality. Philosophers have been looking at it and trying to get at it. Scientists are trying to crack the code and understand what is the truth, what is the reality, what is the reason, what is the origin of everything. And that truth is being spoken here in the Bhagavad Gita, in the beautiful verses from the Isopanishad, from the nectar of instruction, from the nectar of devotion. Not only that truth is being spoken and pointed at, it is being explained how to achieve it and how to be situated in that absolute truth, free from relativity of this material world, free from the illusion of this world. So it is a very profound topic. It's a very important topic. And it is important, so important that this is the only topic that you should speak about throughout your life. Prabhupada went ahead to quote Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and say, if all the literature and all the knowledge source and all the libraries and all the books are burnt and only Srimad Bhagavatam is kept, there is no loss. He said there is no loss. Because everything is contained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Everything is contained in the Bhagavad Gita. That is the knowledge that's important. So how many of you think this is very important education? How many of you think this is important? Yes, it is very important. And a small group of people together somewhere in a place are studying these books. And they will turn out to be the persons who will make the biggest change in human society. Actually, small people meeting together and discussing very vital things and important things somewhere turn out to be the people in life who make the massive paradigm shifts in the world. Big changes in the world are brought about by such people who have bothered to discuss important things. Prabhupada, in one of the leelas of his, he as a sannyasi, before he went to the Western world, was sitting and discussing with another senior aged sannyasi about how he would go to the West and do a few things. And that was happening in Keshava Gaudiya Mutt in Mathura. With one of his godbrothers he was discussing. And some visitor came to the mutt. He opened the door, all of a sudden and saw two old people sitting there and discussing something. So he immediately shut the door and he left. So Prabhupada, it seems, told the other person, this person who came and went, he is least interested in both of us. And he is least interested in the topic that we are discussing. Some two old people are discussing something. I don't want to see them, I don't want to talk to them. It's not very interesting. He is thinking so. But actually, we are discussing how to satisfy the desires and the wishes of the previous acharyas, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, how to go to the Western world and start preaching this information and spreading it all over the world. It is so profound and so important. But some people may not know what we are doing, why we are doing. But that conversation made a big difference because Prabhupada knew this is very important. And same in his conversation with the conductor Reuben on some platform, he was thinking, he was trying to tell the conductor, don't think I'm just some aged monk from India and I don't know what I'm doing. He wanted to clarify, he didn't actually say this, but he said, I can see books, I can see temples, I can see hundreds and thousands of people visiting. And that Reuben thought that there must be some, something wrong with it. He's got no money, nothing, sitting, somewhere in the platform where I can see books. But it actually happened. Because Prabhupada knew that I'm carrying with me the information that will save the whole world. So, ladies and gentlemen, to make it very formal, this convocation is very important because it will change people. These people who graduate from here are carrying with them very important information. And if they've understood it well, which I presume they have studied well the books, it will bring about a change in their life. And since their life has changed, they'll go on changing people's lives. Because they know they're experiencing a new life. They're experiencing a wonderful life. They have become fortunate by reading the books of Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So I think that this is a very important convocation going on in Coimbatore city. Not many people know about it. It's not a big university recognized by all the UGC and AICTE and whatever great functions, bodies recognize it or not. It is actually recognized by Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. It is recognized by Krishna. It is recognized by Jagannath, Balaram and Subhadra, and it matters very much. And these students who have gone through this are powerful representations, powerful representatives of this information. And we hope and wish, like Prabhupada desired, they will go into human society, practice there, and make many people practice this foundational principles of life and change their life and change human society. Prabhupada said that by bringing change in individual human beings, you can bring change in the entire society. That is his program. And these books, if you read, they will change you. Not many people understand this simple methodology. Society consists of individual units of human beings. If you want to change society, you must change individually each person. And society will automatically change. This is Prabhupada's plan. He didn't go around making massive campaigns, do this, do that, save the air, save the water, save that, save this, and give big talks on podiums and promulgate policies and planning commissions and all that, and people don't take up anything. The United Nations has tried a lot to tell people about climate change. It is real, it's happening, it's coming. And we are all going to be in great trouble, especially the next generation and generations of people. And they have tried for so many years to do any change. Nobody is changing. No nation wants to give up fossil fuels. No nation wants to stop polluting the atmosphere. Confirmed. No nation wants to do that. And so they appeal to FBOs, faith-based organizations. That's the way they call religious people. Oh, you guys are faith-based guys. But something good about you FBOs is that you are the only people who can make the people under you change. And a lot of the people in this world are religious, at least by name. And we appeal to FBOs to bring about this change. They know that this can be done only through people who have faith in the Supreme Lord, faith in some religion. Right? Prabhupada knew this long back, and he went around doing very simply small changes in people. And he has unleashed a revolution. And everything he said you want is there in my books. You don't need to go anywhere else. So, foundationally, the Bhakti Shastri covers these 4 books: Nectar of Devotion, Nectar of Instruction, Isopanishad, and the Bhagavad Gita as it is. And students get to make a very nice study of this. Prabhupada called it, reading Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada called it undergraduation. And reading the Bhagavad, he said, is masters. And doing the Chaitanya Charitamrita, he said, is PhD. So we want all our students to pursue education further, do their masters by doing the Bhakti Vaibhava and the Bhakti Vedanta, and then do Bhakti Sarvabhauma, which is actually much more than ordinary PhD. Right? So this is our first step into doing that. So here Bhakti Vedanta Academy started humbly when our Prime Minister of India, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, came here to inaugurate this place. We had a very humble beginning, and we had built, the first floor was fully academy. In fact, academy had more place than the temple and the brahmacharis in the ashram. But for me, I thought that that is the most important thing we should do. We had 2 big halls on the top. That is nothing compared to what is needed. But in 2001, we started teaching Bhakti Shastri, and we slowly started doing courses, workshops, other types of classes. And it was slow. In the beginning, we did not know how to push it through. I especially took up many courses to get trained up to be facilitator, and I was the lone facilitator here then. We started our first batch. Many of the senior devotees here are part of the very first batch we did in 2001, after the inauguration of the temple happened here. Since then, the academy has come a long way, and many students have passed out from here with Bhakti Shastri degrees, and we are proud of all of them, placed in different places and pursuing their education and their teaching, which is very foundational and very important, as Prabhupada mentioned. Prabhupada, his books were very dear to him. And you must not think of it in a simple way, thinking that any author likes his books. Prabhupada found his books very important. Why? Because they will change a person inside out. And he was very confident of it. You can see numerous quotations of Prabhupada asking us to read his books scrutinizingly, read it again and again. And if you don't understand something, read it again. Read it regularly, read it carefully. You will see all these different. I picked out some from the Vani quotes, 60 references Prabhupada is giving in different ways, what you should do with my books. So for Prabhupada said books are the basis of our society and our whole life. So these books are very important. So much for that. And Prabhupada always mentioned that these books are not written by me, they're written by Krishna himself. In one place he says that Krishna is sitting on my shoulder and dictating it to me and I'm writing it. In another place he mentioned that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is giving him this information. Right? So, for me these books are very important, they are highly valuable. And I spent a lot of time publishing these books for the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust in Kerala. I also distribute these books, read these books, understand these books, impart this knowledge to others. I call it Sankirtan government. Of the books, by the books, for the books of Prabhupada. In this way, our society, if it is centered around the books of Prabhupada, and if all devotees take some pains to actually understand and study this information, then wonderful things can happen in their life. And I'm sure that many will agree with that. Those who have scrutinizingly read Prabhupada's books, you can see what valuable information is there in that. So, I'm very grateful. Mostly people talk, in a program, the last bit is the vote of thanks. Actually, I want to start with gratitude and thanks to many of our team members from the Bhaktivedanta Academy, the core group of Karunadi, Krishna Kumar Prabhu, whom you heard now, and there is Kunjamohini Devidasi here, who has been looking after the administration since its beginning. And also there is Sugunavati, who is not able to join us here today, Sugunavati Lalita, because she is a little indisposed. And there is Subhangi Indulekha Devidasi, who has also recently joined us and has made a big difference. So all of these individuals have done a tremendous amount of work, sacrificing many things and trying to do what is needed for imparting education. So I'm very grateful to all of them. I'm grateful to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada for giving us his wonderful books, his institution, his nice congregation of devotees, and the process of Krishna consciousness. I am very grateful to many senior devotees who have blessed this effort. In this year of 125 years of Prabhupada's birth centenary celebrations, we have taken a sankalpa that we will offer 250 candidates who have done Bhakti Shastri this year. Also, as the chairman of the South Indian Division Council, I had also made a committee and passed a resolution that we will offer 1,250 candidates within this 1-2 years who have done Bhakti Shastri. I think we have done quite some headway on that, and I wanted to be an example for that. So actually we have 250 candidates who have done the Bhakti Shastri. And our assessment board has cleared nearly 125 of them. And some more of them will be cleared after they have done a little bit of missing things that they have to do. And very soon they will also be getting their certificates. But I can proudly say that in 125 years we are at least able to offer 125 candidates. Some portion of the Sankalpa is met. I am happy, and this is a very important occasion for me personally, that so many devotees are facilitated to be Bhakti Shastri students, and all of them, if they are trained with a little TTC and BSTTC, they will also become facilitators, and they will go ahead and create a revolution of many people who will take up Krishna consciousness because they have got a facility to read the books of Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. So I am very happy to be here today in the august presence of, I was trying to hold on till Guru Maharaj comes, by the way. My specific job was that. So I'm in the august presence of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj Gurudev, to be present here personally. I waited for this occasion. So he's an amazing, wonderful example of what is there in Prabhupada's books, a life lived by the practice of Srila Prabhupada's wonderful words. So I thought it is appropriate that all of you receive his blessings and receive certificates from him. It will be a momentous occasion for all of you in the first public convocation that we are able to have after the COVID period. Although we were confined to the screens during the COVID times, our staff members and all of our facilitators completely dedicated their time and life for doing this online. They were stuck to the screens for at least 10-12 hours a day, every day. And running these, they told us online you can have only 24 candidates, the Ministry of Education that we have. So we, I think, ran some 7 or 8 sessions, exactly somebody can say, in Tamil. And we ran 2 in English, which overflowed beyond 24 by people squeezing themselves inside, even though there was this, limitation. And we also did one in Malayalam language. We did Tamil, we did English, and we did Malayalam language, one batch. So we did quite a few of them. And our staff members and our wonderful facilitators were working throughout and creating all the necessary material and notes and managing all the students, conducting the exams. I am very grateful to all of those facilitators, both the guest facilitators and the regular facilitators who made many sacrifices to do this. So this is a momentous occasion for the Bhaktivedanta Academy here. that we are able to do this in the presence of our dear Guru Maharaj. We hope that every year we'll be able to churn out so many devotees who have done Bhakti Shastri, and maybe we should double and triple it every year. How many of you think we should do that? Nitai Guru Premanande! Yes. So, our dear Guru Maharaj also has been saying in the past few years that everybody should take up the Bhakti Shastri and Bhakti Vaibhava. So here in the academy we took that seriously, and we thought it is fitting that in his presence we offer these students for the service of the mission of Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada under his care and blessings. So this is an opportune moment for all of you to dedicate yourself to reading Prabhupada's books very carefully and scrutinizingly, and also spreading the culture of reading his books. Like I told you, these are not ordinary books. These are not ordinary books. These are books bringing in the absolute truth and knowledge into this illusory relative world. And I'm sure that Prabhupada, as Prabhupada mentioned, if anybody reads even one line from these books, then their life will change. So these are wonderful students who have done more than reading one line or a few lines. They have read the whole book, and not only that, they have studied it, then they have passed exams in it, they have gone through discussions, presentations and many things, and they are well versed in the philosophy of Krishna consciousness, and they'll be able to practice it. Om Tat Sat. Jai Shri Prabhupada Ki. So I'm personally happy to congratulate all these students who have put in a lot of effort. Some of them are busy, they are housewives, they have children, they have a job, they have other duties, and they've taken time off every day to study, to read carefully, and then write the exams and pass through the assessment. Thank you very much. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada Ki.
Swami Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Academy has been different, BVA Academy Coimbatore has been different in empowering the students to progress steadily. Just to give you an example, when there were memory slokas and students were struggling to by heart the verses, our beloved director, His Holiness Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, made it a point to record videos which are very easy to use and make us to recollect the verses quickly. So when the course was started, all this was integrated into Moodle, and we are one of the first in the country to integrate Moodle into our Bhakti Shastri courses, in which there are many facilities available for the students. It's not all work and no play in Bhakti Academy. There is enough for you to play with. There were quizzes, games, which were also offered as part of the course through Moodle, and we are also one of the first to use the breakout rooms very effectively in the learning process. It was also learning from the peers. When the whole academia is today talking about the concept of learning from the peers is more important than only learning from the teachers. The academy has integrated this concept into all the courses. The students also were encouraged to attend quizzes as and when necessary, and the day a class started with a small quiz to begin with. Our facilitators have gone beyond all their limits by encouraging fruitful, useful discussions amongst the students during this course. There were weekend sessions, especially on Saturday evenings, where students from different batches also had an opportunity to discuss together and arrive at viable outcomes, viable learnings, which can be used in the preaching. We are very happy to see that almost 125 graduates are ready to jump into the bandwagon of propagating Srila Prabhupada's teachings to Coimbatore, Erode and the surroundings, and even outside India. We had students from Malaysia, Sri Lanka and the US as well, and some of them are also graduating today with you all online. Our obeisances and welcome to His Holiness Jayapada Swami Guru Maharaj. Jayapada Swami Guru Maharaj ki Jai.
பின்னாடி எல்லாருமே Bhavaya Srimati Bhakti Convocation Namaste Saraswati Devi Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Advaita Bhagavati, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Namo Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Sri Gurundinakaranam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Tat Sat Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Hare. So, I'm compiling Chaitanya Lila, Chaitanya Charamita, Chaitanya Mala, Chaitanya Mala, Mahayukta Kharcha, various other books that contain something about Chaitanya Lila.
I'm compiling a Chaitanya Lila book, which is compiling from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Mangal, Murari Gupta Kacha.
நான் இப்பொழுது சைத்தன்ய சரிதாமிரதம் மற்ற சைத்தன்ய வரலாறு தெரிந்ததுக்கும் இப்பொழுது இந்த புத்தகத்தை எழுதி கொண்டிருக்கின்றேன்.
In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, purports by Srila Prabhupada.
In the Chaitanya Charitamrita purports by Srila Prabhupada,
I mentioned that people associated are connected to the Krishna consciousness movement.
then it's mentioned people are associated or connected with Krishna consciousness movement.
பக்தர்கள் கிருஷ்ண உணர்வு இயக்கத்துடன் இணைந்திருப்பது.
Sri Bhagavata, Bhakti, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, etc. His books.
Should read Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srila Prabhupada's books.
Otherwise, in time, they will forget why they are doing devotional service.
Otherwise, in time, they will forget why they are doing devotional service
They may fall down.
and may fall down.
So, I'm very happy that the Islam Coimbatore has established a Bhakti Convocation type.
I'm very happy that ISKCON Coimbatore has established Bhakti Vedanta Academy. Kovai ISKCON Mayam Bhakti Vedanta Academy-ஐ ஸ்தாபித்துள்ளதை எண்ணி நான் மிகவும் மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன்.
Verses, letters that Prabhupada wrote, but he felt anyone to get second initiation should have the Bhakti Vedanta degree, or else the Shastra degree.
Srila Prabhupada wrote in his letter that everyone should get Bhakti Shastri degree. Srila Prabhupada அவரோட கடிதத்தில் எழுதியிருக்காரு, எல்லாரும் பக்தி சாஸ்திரி ஃபார் இனிஷியேஷன் எல்லாருமே பக்தி சாஸ்திரி படித்திருக்கணும்.
That is the standard in many countries of the world.
That is the standard in many countries of the world. இதுதான் உலகத்தில் இருக்கக்கூடிய எல்லா நாடுகளிலேயும் ஒரு தரமாக கருதப்படுகிறது.
And he also wrote that those who take sannyas and have the Bhakti degree.
He also wrote that those who take sannyas, they should have Bhakti Vaibhav degree. Srila Prabhupada இதுவும் எழுதியுள்ளார், யார் சந்நியாசம் எடுக்க போகிறார்களோ அவர்கள் பக்தி வைபவ டிகிரி எடுத்திருக்கணும்.
And in 1969, he wrote 2 letters to Hatsuda and Himawati, as well as Chitananda.
In 1969, Srila Prabhupada wrote 2 letters to Hamsadutta and Himavati and Kirtanananda.
Also, wife was Hanawati.
Hamsaduta's wife was Himavati. சில பிரபுபாதர் 1969ல் 2 கடிதங்கள் எழுதியிருந்தார். ஒன்று ஹிமாவதி மற்றும் ஹம்சதுத்த பிரபு. ஹிமாவதி ஹம்சதுத்த பிரபுவினுடைய மனைவி. இன்னொரு லெட்டர் கீர்த்தனானந்த சுவாமிக்கு எழுதியிருந்தார்.
So he told in one letter all his disciples who had the Bhakti Vedanta degree.
In one letter, he wrote that all his disciples to have Bhakti Vedanta degree.
Who read all the Srimad Bhagavatam and that time teachings of Lord Chaitanya.
And read Srimad Bhagavatam and teachings of Lord Chaitanya.
ஒரு கடிதத்தில் பிரபுபாதர் அவருடைய சிஷ்யர்கள் எல்லாம் பக்தி வேதாந்த படிப்பை படிக்க வேண்டும், மேலும் டீச்சிங் சைத்தன்யரின் போதனைகள் இந்த புத்தகத்தை படிக்க வேண்டும் அப்படின்னு எழுதியிருந்தார்.
They could initiate disciples.
அந்த மாதிரி படித்தா அவங்க அவங்களுடைய சிஷ்யர்களுக்கு தீட்சை வழங்கக்கூடும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருந்தார்.
Later in Saturdays, Bhagavad said we'll have a Bhakti Sarvabhauma degree. It's a good
Later in the 1970s, Srila Prabhupada said we should have Bhakti Sarvabhauma, which includes Srimad Bhagavatam and the Chaitanya Charitamrita.
பிறகு 1970ல் பிரபுபாதர் எழுதினார். அந்த அவங்க பக்தி சர்வபௌமா அப்படிங்கிற பட்டப்படிப்பு வழங்க வேண்டும். அதுல சைத்தன்ய சரிதாமிருதம் ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளப்படும், அப்புறம் பாகவதம் அதுல இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னார்.
Many letters wrote to all the GBCs and to encourage all the devotees to take their courses.
There are many letters Srila Prabhupada wrote to the GBCs that they should encourage all the devotees to should take the courses and read the books.
பிரபுபாதர் ஜிபிசிகளுக்கு பல கடிதங்கள் எழுதியிருக்கின்றார். அதுல எல்லா பக்தர்களும் இந்த மாதிரியான படிப்புகளை எல்லாம் ஏற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டும், படித்து அவங்க பக்தியில முன்னேற வேண்டும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்கின்றார். பிரபுபாதருடைய புத்தகங்களை படிக்க வேண்டும் சொல்லியிருக்கிறார்.
This is one thing that we haven't really done.
So this is one thing that we haven't really done.
இது ஒரு விஷயம் நம்ம பெரிதாக நடைமுறைப்படுத்தவில்லை.
Very set aside His Holiness Bhakti Vinod Swami and other teachers have established such a program in Islam Coimbatore.
I'm very satisfied that His Holiness Bhakti Vinod Swami and other teachers has established such program in ISKCON Coimbatore.
சுவாமி அவர்கள் மற்றும் ஆசிரியர்கள் எல்லாரும் சேர்ந்து இது போன்ற ஒரு கல்வி முறையை ஏற்படுத்தியிருப்பது எனக்கு மிகவும் திருப்தி அளிக்கின்றது.
I was listening to a class this morning of Srila Prabhupada.
So you see, I was listening to a class this morning of Srila Prabhupada.
இன்னைக்கு காலையில சில பிரபுபாதருடைய ஒரு உபன்யாசத்தை நான் கேட்டுக்கொண்டிருந்தேன்.
And he was saying how people are very encouraged that they have skyscraper buildings.
So he was saying how people are very encouraged that we are having skyscraper buildings.
அதுல அவர் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தார், மக்கள் ரொம்ப பெருமைப்பட்டுக்கிறாங்க, உங்க உயர்ந்த கட்டணத்துக்கெல்லாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு.
They gave all the details, some details of some of the technological advances.
And he gave all the details, some details of the technologies advancements.
அந்த சொற்பொழிவுல தொழில்நுட்ப முன்னேற்றங்களை பற்றிய சில விவரங்களையும் பிரபுபாதர் வழங்கினார்.
What he said, if you don't know the real purpose of human life, then what could we achieve?
So then he said, If we don't know the real purpose of human life, what we will achieve?
அதன் பிறகு அவர் சொன்னார், ஆனா நாம மனித வாழ்க்கையின் உண்மையான நோக்கத்தை புரிந்து கொள்ளவில்லை அப்படின்னா எதை நாம பெறப்போகின்றோம்?
Why human beings have better comfortable situation compared to dogs, cats, hogs?
Why human beings have comfortable situations in comparison to dogs, cats and hogs?
மனிதர்கள், பன்றிகள், நாய்கள், பூனைகள் இதை விட ரொம்ப வசதியான நிலையில ஏன் இருக்கின்றார்கள்?
They don't have the time to study or Gita, Bhagavatam, etc.
So people will have time to study Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, etc.
எதற்காக இந்த வசதிகள் அப்படின்னா மனிதர்களுக்கு நேரம் இருக்க வேண்டும். பகவத்கீதை, பாகவதம் போன்ற வேத நூல்களை படிப்பதற்கான நேரம் இருக்க வேண்டும். அதற்காகத்தான் இந்த வசதிகள் கொடுக்கப்பட்டிருக்கின்றன.
They should know the real purpose of life,
That they should
human life.
know the real purpose of human life.
அவங்க இந்த மனித வாழ்க்கையின் உண்மையான நோக்கத்தை அறிந்திருக்க வேண்டும்.
The real purpose is the research on God to know Bhagavan.
The real purpose is to research about God, to know Bhagavan.
அந்த உண்மையான நோக்கம் என்ன அப்படின்னா கடவுளை பற்றி ஆராய்ச்சி செய்ய வேண்டும், பகவானை பற்றி அறிந்து கொள்ள வேண்டும்.
And otherwise, animals eat, sleep, mate, and defend.
Otherwise, animals eat, mate, sleep and defend.
இல்லைன்னா மிருகங்கள் நித்ரா, ஆகார, பயம், மைத்துனம் இந்த 4 விஷயங்களை செய்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றன.
If human beings are only doing that, but they have high stable building to sleep in,
So if the human beings are only doing that, if they are having skyscraper buildings for sleeping,
ஆனா மனிதர்களும் இந்த செயல்களை செய்து கொண்டிருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா தூங்குறதுக்கு மட்டும் பெரிய உயர்ந்த கட்டடங்கள் மட்டும் வச்சிருந்தாங்கன்னா
living a sophisticated animal life.
that means they are leading sophisticated animal life.
அவங்க மிருக வாழ்க்கையை கொஞ்சம் உயர்தரத்துல வாழ்ந்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றார்கள்.
Here we see all human beings.
Here we see all human beings.
இங்க நாம நிஜமான மனிதர்களை பார்க்கிறோம்.
Because you're interested in understanding your eternal relationship with Bhagavan.
Because you are interested in understanding your eternal relationship with Bhagavan.
ஏன்னா நீங்க எல்லாருமே ஸ்ரீமத் பகவான் கூட இருக்கக்கூடிய உங்களுடைய நித்தியமான உறவை அறிந்து கொள்வதில் ரொம்ப ஆர்வமாக இருக்கின்றீர்கள்.
This is the real purpose of human life.
This is the real purpose of human life.
இதுதான் மனித வாழ்க்கையின் உண்மையான நோக்கம்.
Shastra.
So today, as the 125th anniversary of Srila Prabhupada's appearance, we are having 125 Bhakti Shastri graduates.
இன்றைக்கு
How many are human?
How many are humans? Maharaj is saying, I think 125.
இன்றைக்கு சில பிரபுபாதர் தோன்றிய 125வது ஆண்டு விழால 125 பக்தி சாஸ்திரி தேர்ச்சி பெற்ற மாணவர்களை நாம பார்க்கின்றோம். அதுக்கப்புறம் குருமராஜர் மகாராஜ்கிட்ட கேட்டார் 125 தானே அப்படின்னு. மகாராஜர் உறுதி செய்தார் 125 பேர் தான் அப்படின்னு. அப்புறம் குருமராஜ் கேட்கிறார் எத்தனை மனிதர்கள் இருக்கின்றார்கள் அப்படின்னு. அப்ப மகாராஜ் சொல்றார் 125 மனிதர்கள் இங்க இருக்கின்றார்கள்.
Being born in India is a very special thing.
Being born in India is a very special thing.
பாரத பூமியில ஜென்மம் எடுப்பது அப்படிங்கிறது ரொம்ப சிறப்பான ஒன்று. भारत भूमि ते होला मनुष्य जन्मया जन्म सार्थक करी करा करा उपकार
Being born in India, affect your life and help others.
Being born in India, perfect your life and help others.
இந்த பாரத பூமியில் ஜென்மம் எடுத்திருக்கிறீர்கள் உங்களுடைய வாழ்க்கையை நேர்த்தியாக அமைத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள் அதன் பிறகு அடுத்தவர்களுக்கு உதவி செய்யுங்கள்
Here in South India, all the acharyas appeared.
So here in South India, all the acharyas appeared.
இங்க தென்னிந்தியாவில் பல ஆச்சாரியர்கள் தோன்றியிருக்கின்றார்கள்
All the great acharyas.
All the great acharyas.
India,
எல்லா மிகப்பெரிய ஆச்சாரியர்களும் தோன்றியிருக்கின்றார்கள்
India has avatars that appeared.
So in India, here the avatars have appeared.
இந்தியாவில் பல அவதாரங்கள் தோன்றியிருக்கின்றார்கள்
Krishna, Ram,
Krishna, Ram,
பகவான் ஸ்ரீ கிருஷ்ணர் பகவான் ஸ்ரீ ராமர்
Parsuram reclaimed the land from Kerala.
Parshuram reclaimed the land called Kerala.
பரசுராமர் கேரளாவில் இருக்கக்கூடிய பூமியை திரும்ப பெற்றார்
Lord Chaitanya appeared to teach the people.
Lord Chaitanya appeared to teach the people.
மக்களுக்கு உண்மையான கல்வியை கொடுப்பதற்காக பகவான் ஸ்ரீ சைத்தன்யர் தோன்றினார்
Krishna came, he told Bhagavad Gita that many people don't follow.
Krishna came, he told the Bhagavad Gita, but many people don't follow.
பகவான் ஸ்ரீ கிருஷ்ணர் தோன்றினார் அவர் பகவத்கீதை உரைத்தார் ஆனா யாரும் அதை பின்பற்றுவதில்லை
They don't even read the Bhagavad Gita.
They don't even read the Bhagavad Gita.
பகவத்கீதையை படிப்பது கூட இல்லை
In some schools, they have you learn one or two verses from Gita.
So in some school, they'll have you learn one or two verses of the Bhagavad Gita.
சில பள்ளிக்கூடங்கள்ல சில சமயம் ஒன்று ரெண்டு ஸ்லோகம் பகவத்கீதை கற்றுக் கொடுக்கப்படும்
And here, Bhakti Shastri, they study Bhagavad Gita very systematically.
But here in Bhakti Shastri, they study the Bhagavad Gita very systematically.
ஆனா இந்த பக்தி சாஸ்திரி கல்வி முறையில பகவத்கீதையை ரொம்ப திட்டமிட்ட முறையில் பயில்கின்றோம்
It's a woman's God who has some nectar of devotion.
Isha Upanishad, Upadeshamritam, nectar of devotion.
Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu.
Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu.
These are all studied.
These all are studied.
இந்த புத்தகங்கள் எல்லாம் படிக்கப்படுகின்றன
So, human beings should use their intelligence to understand.
So human beings should use their intelligence to understand this.
மனிதர்கள் அவர்களுடைய புத்தியை இதையெல்லாம் புரிந்து கொள்வதற்காக உபயோகிக்க வேண்டும்
So, like this, people become actually satisfied.
So by this, people will become actually satisfied.
இதன் மூலம்தான் மனிதர்கள் உண்மையிலேயே திருப்தி அடைய முடியும்
Present, I saw the world as one on those tests. They say that there are all kinds of wars around the world.
So in present, they were saying in one of the news postcasts, there is war all around the world.
இப்போ இந்த நவீன காலத்துல ஒரு செய்தியில நம்ம பார்த்தோம் உலகத்துல பல்வேறு இடங்கள்ல போர்கள் நடக்கின்றது அப்படின்னு
Why we can have peace and the people accept that God or a supreme person is actually the owner of everything.
The way we can have peace is that people should accept that God or the supreme person, he actually owns everything.
அமைதியான வாழ்வுக்கு ஒரே வழி என்ன அப்படின்னா பகவான் இந்த பரமபுருஷ பகவான் அவர்தான் எல்லாத்துக்கும் சொந்தக்காரர் அப்படிங்கறத நாம ஒப்புக்கொள்ள வேண்டும்
The Bhagavad Gita Krishna says, Sahidam Sarvabhutanam.
In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Suhridam Sarvabhutanam.
பகவத்கீதையில பகவான் ஸ்ரீ கிருஷ்ணர் சொல்றார் சுகிருதம் சர்வபூதானாம்.
I am the friend of everybody.
I am the friend of everybody.
நான் தான் எல்லாருடைய நண்பன்.
Haribo!
ஹரிஹர!
That's how you can actually have peace in the world.
So that's how we can actually have peace in the world.
இந்த முறையில தான் நாம இந்த உலகத்துல அமைதியை நிலைநாட்ட முடியும்.
If you know the relationship with Krishna, you know everything.
If you know your relationship with Krishna, you know everything.
கிருஷ்ணரோட இருக்கக்கூடிய உங்களுடைய உறவு நீங்க அறிந்து கொண்டீர்கள் அப்படின்னா நீங்க எல்லாத்தையும் அறிந்து கொண்டீர்கள்.
I'm very appreciative that Islam Dharma has established this study course.
I'm very appreciative that ISKCON Coimbatore has established this study course.
இந்த கல்வி முறையை இஸ்கான் கோயம்புத்தூர் ஸ்தாபித்திருப்பதை நான் மிகவும் பாராட்டுகின்றேன்.
I know get off the poems spoiled later, so that the people who come from a Christian place, they can get it.
I'll give out the
The poem.
diplomas, the certificates now, so that people had come from
Christian places.
distant places.
Just places.
Distant places.
We know
இப்போ நான் சான்றிதழ்களை வழங்கவிருக்கின்றேன். ஏன்னா ரொம்ப தூரத்திலிருந்து பக்தர்கள் வந்திருக்கின்றார்கள்.
How many of you are going to take the test in the future, take the course?
So how many of you all will take the test in the future to take the course?
இன்னும் எத்தனை பேர் எதிர்காலத்துல இந்த பக்தி சாஸ்திரி கோர்ஸை எடுத்துக்கொள்ள ஆவலாக இருக்கின்றீர்கள்? கை எடுத்துக்குங்க. குருநாதர் பார்க்க இருக்கிறார். எல்லாரும் கை தூக்குங்க. யார் யார் எடுத்துக்கொள்ள வேண்டுமோ அவங்களாம் கை தூக்குங்க. Okay, hands up, Guru Maharaj.
Nandi. Although they offered me a Bhakti degree, honorary,
Although they offered me a Bhakti Vedanta degree honorary,
I said no.
I said no.
I'm taking the test.
I'm taking the test.
பக்திவேதாந்த டிகிரி குருமராஜுக்கு கௌரவப்பட்டம் வழங்குவதாக அந்த இஸ்லாமியர்கள் சொன்னாங்க. ஆனா குருமராஜ் அதை மறுத்தளித்து விட்டார். மறுத்தளித்து நான் புத்தகங்களை எல்லாம் படித்து நான் தேர்வு எழுதி அந்த பட்டத்தை பெறுகிறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டார். அது சொல்றது மட்டும் இல்ல, குருமராஜர் 4 தேர்வுகளை எழுதி பாஸ் பண்ணிட்டாரு.
I'll hand over the, and I'm very happy to see all the devotees here.
I'm very happy to see all the devotees here.
எல்லா பக்தர்களையும் இங்கே பார்ப்பதில் நான் பெருமகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றேன்.
There was one lady that told me she wants to give 13 lakhs for the temple here.
There was one lady who told me she wants to give 13 lakh to the temple here.
இங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு பக்தை இந்த கோயிலுக்காக 13 லட்சம் நன்கொடை வழங்குகின்றேன் அப்படின்னு என்கிட்ட சொன்னார்.
Will you accept that?
Will you accept that? One Mataji said she will give 13 lakh for the temple construction. 13?
Okay,
13 lakhs for the temple construction. Will you accept that, Maharaj?
I may be on education, but I'm on collecting money also.
But I was pushed away in my wheelchair by my assistants. They were afraid of the crowd. I didn't get the name.
So they pushed away in the crowd by my assistant, so I didn't get the name.
ஆனா என்னுடைய உதவியாளர்கள் என்னுடைய சக்கர நாற்காலியை தள்ளிவிட்டாங்க. அதனால அவங்களுடைய பேரை என்னால கேட்க முடியல. குருமராஜர் கிட்ட யாருக்கு சொன்னீங்களோ அவங்க முன்னாடி வரும்போது கேட்டுக்கொள்ளப்படுகிறார்.
They can come here. We'll be happy to give you some nursing oil.
நீங்க இங்க முன்னாடி வந்தீங்கன்னா குருமராஜர் கையால நரசிங்க ஆயிலை பெற்றுக் கொள்ளலாம்.
Anyone else wants to give highlights?
வேற ஏதாவது வழங்க நன்கொடை வழங்க விரும்புகின்றீர்கள்னாலும் முன் வரலாம்.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, she is Her Grace Anatana Sarvajaya Mataji. She came in the morning, Mother. She's very old. She couldn't come now.
She came in the morning.
So you give her the oil, she can pass on. அத்தஜி அவங்க குருமராஜ் அவங்களை விசாரிச்சாங்க அப்படின்னு நீங்க சொல்லிடுங்க எல்லாருக்கும். வேற யாராவது கோயிலுக்கு நன்கொடை வழங்க விரும்புகின்றீர்கள் அப்படின்னா அந்த உறுதிமொழி குருமராஜர் முன்னால எடுக்கிறதுக்கு நல்ல வாய்ப்பு. குருமராஜர் கையிலிருந்து பரிசும் பெறலாம். யாருக்காவது அந்த மாதிரி நன்கொடை வழங்கணும்னு இருந்ததுன்னா நீங்க தயவு செய்து உங்களுடைய பேரை இங்க வந்து கொடுக்கலாம். If anyone else wants to make a pledge for donation, it's a good opportunity. You can see that you can directly receive a gift from the hands of Guru Maharaj.
Asimananda Gopal Das, who is heading our Pollachi preaching, is offering 20 lakhs for the KCP.
Asimananda Gopal Das, பொள்ளாச்சி பிரச்சாரம் செய்பவர். அவர் 20 லட்சம் ரூபாய் கோயிலுடைய நன்கொடைக்காக கொடுத்திருக்கின்றார்.
Hare Krishna, it is our privilege to introduce Her Grace Anuttama Yashoda Devi Dasi Mataji, who is a very elderly devotee, very senior devotee in our congregation. She has given 50 lakhs for the construction of Sri Radha Krishna temple.
அனுத்தம யசோதா மாதாஜி ரொம்ப மூத்த பக்தர், வயதானவர். நீங்க பார்க்கலாம். அவங்க 50 லட்சம் ரூபாய் இந்த கோயிலுடைய கட்டுப்பாடுகளுக்காக நன்கொடை எடுத்திருக்கின்றார். பக்திவேதாந்த சுவாமி சேரிட்டி ட்ரஸ்டுக்காகவும் அவங்க 2 லட்சம் ரூபாய் நன்கொடை வழங்கி இருக்கின்றார்கள். பக்திவேதாந்த சுவாமி சேரிட்டி ட்ரஸ்ட் இஸ்கான் அல்லாத பகவான் ஸ்ரீ சைத்தன்ய லீலாஸ்தலங்களை புனருத்தானம் செய்வதற்காக இருக்கின்றது.
Hare Krishna, we now have Sri Kalyaraman ji and his good wife Alankrita Devidasi, who is pledging rupees 1 lakh for the construction of Sri Radha Krishna Temple. We are extremely grateful to them.
கல்யாணராமன் பிரபு அவர்களுடைய மனைவி அலங்கிருத்தா தேவிதாசி இந்த கோயில் கட்டுமான பணிக்காக 1 லட்சம் ரூபாய் உறுதிமொழி கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. அவங்களும் குருமராஜனுடைய கையிலிருந்து பரிசு பெறுகின்றார்கள்.
We have Madana Gopal Prabhu from Kumbhavanam congregation donating a ring for the deities and for the utility, and we are very grateful to them. Hare Krishna.
மதன கோபால் பிரபு தஞ்சாவூர் பிரச்சாரம் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கார். கும்பகோணம் காங்கிரிகேஷனை சேர்ந்தவர். அவர் ஒரு மோதிரம் பகவானுக்காக கொடுத்திருக்கின்றார்.
Hare Krishna, we have Krishna Swarup Prabhu. Krishna Swarup Prabhu, Lalita and Vanamani Mataji, who are donating 2 lakhs.
கிருஷ்ண ஸ்வரூப் பிரபு, லலிதா, வனமாலினி மாதாஜி 2 லட்சம் ரூபாய் கோயிலுக்காக நன்கொடை வழங்கி இருக்கின்றார்.
We also have Rama Raghavendra Prabhu, Ruparani Radhika Mataji, who donated rupees 5 lakh.
ராமராஜேந்திர பிரபு, ரூபராணி மாதாஜி 5 லட்சம் ரூபாய் நன்கொடை வழங்குகின்றார்கள்.
We are also joined by Shreyanta and their daughter Nitya.
ஸ்ரயந்தா நித்யா.
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா, இந்த குழுவில் இருக்கக்கூடிய பக்தரிடம் மீண்டும் விண்ணப்பத்தை கேட்டுக்கொள்கின்றோம். தயவு செய்து இங்கு பிரம்மாண்டமான 60,000 சதுரடி பரப்பளவில் தென்னிந்தியாவில் மிக அழகான ஸ்ரீ ராதாகிருஷ்ணர் திருக்கோயில் கட்டிட திருப்பணி நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றது. திரு ஜெயபதாக சுவாமி குருமராஜின் முன்னிலையில் அவர் இருக்கக்கூடிய இந்த சமயத்தில், இந்த நல்வேளையில் நாம் மனதார ஆலோசித்து ஒரு சங்கல்பம் எடுத்து இந்த திருக்கோயில் நல்ல முறையில் கட்டிட திருப்பணி நிறைவேற வேண்டும் என்கின்ற சங்கல்பத்துடன் நாம் நிச்சயமாக பகவான் கிருஷ்ணருடைய ஆசியை யாசித்து இந்த மேடையில் நாம் இதை எடுத்துக்கொள்ளலாம். இதை ஒரு வாய்ப்பாக அனைவரும் பயன்படுத்திக் கொள்ள வேண்டும் என்று விண்ணப்பித்து கேட்டுக்கொள்கின்றோம்.
So there's a wonderful temple of 60,000 square feet for Sri Radha and Krishna is being raised here in Coimbatore. There's a wonderful opportunity for you in front of Guru Maharaj. You can meditate upon what you can do for the temple, and you can take a pledge. You don't have to give money today. You can take a pledge, and you can make a pledge in front of Guru Maharaj for raising this wonderful temple. This is a request from the temple management.
On behalf of the Kovai Chandra community, we take this opportune moment, and it is our privilege to express our sincere gratitude to all the wonderful souls, sincere devotees who have dedicated their life, time, energy, and raised a huge fund in a very, very short time in the inspiration of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj and the guidance of His Holiness Bhaktivinoda Swami Maharaj. We are very, very grateful. We express our sincere gratitude yet again to all the devotees, and I seek humbly at the lotus feet of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj to profusely bless all the devotees and empower them to raise the funds and Swami Guru Maharaj ki We also have His Grace Sarva Pramana Gauri Prabhu, Dr. Devahuti,
Dameshwari Vishnupriya Devidas,
who are going to donate rupees 1 lakh in the service of Sri Radha Krishna Temple project.
சர்வபாலன் பிரபு தானேஸ்வரி மாதாஜி சேர்ந்து 1 லட்சம் ரூபாய் நன்கொடை வழங்குகின்றார்கள் இந்த கோயிலுக்காக.
We also have Dayamuni, a very, very senior congregation member on the dais. We are happy, thankful.
Hare Krishna. We now request the facilitators to please come to the dais and receive the certificate and the honoring from His Holiness Vettara Swami Guru Maharaj. His Grace Srinivasa Haridasa, His Grace Sankarshan Gauradasa, His Grace Vanamali Gopal Das Prabhuji, His Grace Vanamali Gopal Das Prabhuji, His Grace Hari Leela Prabhuji. After that, His Grace Vijay Venkatesh Das. His Grace Madhu Gopal Prabhuji. His Grace Satpuja Gaura Haridar. His Grace Ratnakar Gaura Das. His Grace Ramadhavji Prabhu. Next is Her Grace Ishwara Sakti Devdasi. Next is Her Grace Pakkasaki Devdasi. After that, Her Grace Varadasaki Devdasi. And after that, Her Grace Hemangi Radha Devdasi. And after that, Her Grace Vijayada Vishnupriya Devdasi. And after that, Her Grace Keshava Priya Madhavi Devdasi. And after that, Her Grace Vidya Swarupini Keshavi Devdasi. And after that, Vedavati Kamala Devdasi. Please do the namaskarams later on the ground. There's no time now. And next we call upon the technical support team. His Grace Sundareswar Mukunda Das. He will also receive the honor for Her Grace Sugunavati Lalita Devi Dasi. Dr. Arvind, who has been the technical support for the exam. Dr. Jagan, who has helped us to make the website. Her Grace Kunjamani Devidasi, Her Grace Subhangi Induleka Devidasi, we also thank some of the facilitators who could not be here today due to prayer engagements. Her Grace Padma Sundari Devidasi, His Grace Kirtaneshwara Gauradasa, and His Grace Kanai Radha Kantadas. We also thank Dr. Rakesh, who has helped us on the technical support. Now we request the students to get ready to come to the dais. The names will be continuously read and they need to come as per the names that are being called out.
Bhakti Sastri, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Bhakti Sastri English. Her Grace Alankrita Sudevi Devidasi. Her Grace Hemangi Radha Devidasi. His Grace Kaustubhalari Govinda Dasa. His Grace Sundareshwara Mugunda Dasa. Her Grace Subhangi Induleka Devidasi. Her Grace Tulasi Pushpasara Devidasi. Her Grace Vrinda Preeti Devidasi. Her Grace Keshav Priya Madhavi Devidasi. Her Grace Vrinda Preeti Mataji. Her Grace Keshav Priya Madhavi Devidasi. His Grace Rama Bauji Das. His Grace Amrita Krishna Namadas. Bhakta Anup Patel. Bhakta Nandi Prabhu. Her Grace Premeshwari Haripriya Devidasi. His Grace Sureshwara Shrikanta Das. His Grace Uddhava Prema Bhakta Das. Bhakta Prabhat Ranjan Kumar Soda. Her Grace Utsahamai Lalita Devidasi. His Grace Palaka Mugundadas, Bhaktin Anjana, Her Grace Janava Jayashri Devi Dasi, Bhaktin Kritika Revati, Bhakta Mohana Sundaram, Her Grace Mohini Satyabhama Devi Dasi, Bhaktin Nandini, His Grace Ramana Gaura Haridas, Bhaktin Sharada Aishwarya, Her Grace Sailavashini Madhavi Devi Dasi, Her Grace Sri Rupa Gauranga Priya Devi Dasi, His Grace Srivas Krishna Chaitanya Das, Her Grace Mahalila Madhavi Devi Dasi, Bhaktin Sharada. Bhakti Sastri Tamil, Her Grace Archanamayi Gaurangi Devi Dasi, His Grace Dina Pavana Velu Dari Das, Her Grace Vineshi Padma Devi Dasi,
இங்கு நமஸ்காரம் தயவு செய்து இங்கு நமஸ்காரம் செய்ய வேண்டாம், நேரம் மிகவும் குறைவாக இருக்கிறது. வந்து சர்டிபிகேட் மற்றும் பெற்றுக்கொள்ளவும்.
His Grace Rajendra Yudhishthira Das, Her Grace Tungavidya Sundari Devi Dasi, Her Grace Vidya Swarupini Keshavi Devi Dasi, Her Grace Madhavi Manjubhashini Devi Dasi, Her Grace Shama Brajasundari Devi Dasi, Her Grace Kantimati Devi Dasi, Her Grace Kalavati Brajasevini Devi Dasi, His Grace Chaitanya Chandreshwara Das, Bhakta Gunashekaran, Bhakta Jaya Sivakumar, Bhakta Kadirvel Purnaswamy, His Grace Lakshminatha Gaurahari Das, Bhakta Shiva Sundil, Muthuchalam Prabhu. Her Grace Revati Rasamai Devidasi, Her Grace Chandramukhi Kirtika Devidasi, Bhaktin Kalavati, Bhaktin Tamil Selvi,
மீண்டும் ஒரு முறை தயவு செய்து வேண்டிக் கொள்கிறோம். இங்கு நமஸ்காரம் செய்ய வேண்டாம். ஏற்கனவே சர்டிபிகேட் பெற்றவர்கள் தயவு செய்து மேடை விட்டு கீழே இறங்கி விடவும் உடனே.
Hare Krishna. Her Grace Paramanandamayi Padmavati Devidasi, Her Grace Prabhavi Yashoda Devidasi, Bhaktin Rajeshwari, Her Grace Kulavati Vishnupriya Devidasi, Her Grace Revati Balaramakanta Devidasi, Her Grace Sitala Keshavi Devidasi, Her Grace Shri Rupa Kesavi Devidasi, Bhaktin Vijay Lakshmi, Her Grace Chitra Rajavasini Devidasi, Vishaka Devidasi, Her Grace Kalyani Chiprasaki Devidasi, Her Grace Amrutamayi Anda Devidasi, Her Grace Her Grace Bhadravutini Devidasi, Bhadravutini, Bhaktin Dikshana, Bhaktin Santana Lakshmi, Grace Nama Sankirtana Dasi, Bhakti Jayanti, Her Grace Ujjwala Saki Devi Dasi, His Grace Ashoka Govinda Das, Ashok Govinda Das Prabhu, Ramakrishnan Dinakaran Prabhu, Bhakta Vasudeva Murali Manohar, His Grace Parameshwara Gauranga Das, Her Grace Dhanada Radha Devi Dasi, Bhakti Vijay Lakshmi.
Request the facilitators to come up to the dais to take a group photo. We request the facilitators to come up to the dais.
சென்டர் வந்துருங்கண்ணா சென்டர்
Hare Krishna, a very important announcement. The stage is getting better. We have is Ratna Rama Prabhu, Lajjavati Vishaka Mataji, taking a sankalpa of 1 crore in the service of Shri Radha Krishna for special blessings and the blessing of his own Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. This is Ratna Rama Prabhu and his good wife Lajjavati Vishaka Mataji and their son Deeptiman Nityananda Prabhu. We also have Shanti Vidyasagar Mataji taking a sankalpa of 1 lakh. And we also request Maithili Mataji to come forward, who is taking a sankalpa of 5 lakhs. We pray to the Lordship Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi for a downpour of mercy, and we are very, very grateful to all this. Committing 1 lakh. This is Shanti Vidya Sagar committing 1 lakh in the service of Sri Radha Krishna. We call upon Maithili Mataji, who is taking a sankalpa of 5 lakhs. Maithili Mataji comes every day to our temple for the Gosala Seva, and she is very, very enthusiastic devotee. Guided by some of her senior devotees, we are very grateful to her service. We have Pavitra Krishna Prabhu, Tulasi Mataji, Bhakti Rani, Karishma and their family committing 5 lakhs in the service of Sri Radha Krishna. Pavitra Krishna Prabhu is also preaching in Bengali to the Bengali community. Yesterday we had scores of Bengali devotees. We are very, very grateful to His grace. Pavitra Krishna Prabhu, Tulasi Mataji, who received a Brahmanical initiation yesterday. We will have Revati Rasamani Mataji and their family who are committing 1 lakh in the service of Sri Radha Krishna. We will also have Ramana Gauravi Prabhu with his Mataji and 2 daughters, Logita and Tanvi. Basana Harini Devidasi Mataji. We kindly request devotees to give way for His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj to leave. When we do that, we express our sincere gratitude to all the devotees who form the service. Not only is the 3-4 days stay of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, but throughout the year, in terms of being part of kitchen committee, flower committee, puja committee, Bhakti Diksha, Sunday feast, festival committee, Covid Chandra project donors, Covid Chandra project collectors, and initiation coordination committee. The kitchen committee devotees are aligned in the side of the stage. We request His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj to profusely bless them on the way out. Hare Krishna, பக்தர்கள் தயவு செய்து கூட்ட நெரிசலை ஏற்படுத்தாதீங்க. இங்க வந்து ஸ்டேஜ்ல இருந்து குருமாஜ் வந்து நேரத்துல ஓய்வு எடுக்கிறோம். நாளை காலையில ஒரு தயவு செய்து புரிந்து கொண்டு கூட்ட நெரிசலை நிச்சயமாக தவிர்க்கும்படி கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம். பிரபாவி யசோதா மாதாஜி அவங்க கணவனுடன் சேர்ந்து ரூபாய் 1 லட்சத்தை ஸ்ரீ ராதாகிருஷ்ணன் கோயிலுக்காக அவங்க அர்ப்பணம் பண்ணிக்கிறாங்க. அவங்க டாக்டர் ஜெயபதாக சுவாமி குரு மகாராஜ் ஒரு ஆசீர்வாதம் கொடுக்குறாங்க.
Hare Krishna. We sincerely thank His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj for having shown us that studying Bhakti Shastri is the definite gateway to the passport in preaching. ஸ்ரீல குருதேவா நமக்கு பக்தி சாஸ்திரி படிப்பதன் மூலம் நாம் ஸ்ரீல பிரபுபாதரின் பிரச்சாரத்தை நிறைவேற செய்ய முடியும் என்று அறிவுறுத்தியதற்கு அவருக்கு எங்களுடைய மனமார்ந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம். இந்த நிகழ்வை இவ்வளவு மாணவர்களை உருவாக்கி அவர்களுக்கு வழிகாட்டி தந்ததற்காக திரு பக்தி வினோத சுவாமி மகாராஜ் அவர்களுக்கும் இந்த நிகழ்வை தொடர்ந்து 4 வருடங்களாக சொல்லிக் கொடுத்த அனைத்து ஆசிரியர்களுக்கும் இந்த நிகழ்வில் கலந்து கொண்ட அனைத்து மாணவர்களுக்கும் BVA அகாடமி கோயம்புத்தூர் இஸ்கான் சார்பாக மனமார்ந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம். இந்த நிகழ்ச்சி கண்டு கழித்த அனைவருக்கும் எங்களுடைய நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம். ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா.
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா. மீண்டும் ஒரு முறை அனைவரின் கவனத்திற்கு கொண்டு வருகின்றோம். இந்த 4 நாட்கள் திரு ஜெயபதாக சுவாமி குரு மகாராஜ் அவர்கள் இங்கு தங்கியிருந்து இங்கு விஜயம் செய்து அவர் கலந்து கொண்ட பல்வேறு நிகழ்ச்சிகளில் சேவை செய்த அத்துணை பக்தர்களுக்கும் அவருடைய நெஞ்சார்ந்த நன்றியை இத்தருணத்திலே தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம். அவர்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் பகவான் ஜெகநாதர் பலராமர் சுபதர தேவியரின் கிருபை கிடைக்கப்பெற நாம் பகவானை பிரார்த்திக்கின்றோம். குறிப்பாக கிச்சன் கமிட்டியில இருந்து ரொம்ப அற்புதமாக சேவை செய்து திரு ஜெயபதாக சுவாமி குரு மகாராஜ் அவர்களுடைய குழு மருத்துவ குழு அவருக்கு உதவி செய்யக்கூடிய குழு அனைவருக்கும் அவருடைய தேவைகள் அறிந்து ரொம்ப அற்புதமாக சமைத்து பரிமாறிய அந்த கிச்சன் கமிட்டி என்டையர் யூனிட்டுக்கு என்னுடைய மனமார்ந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம். அதுபோல பூக்களை தொடர்ந்து வண்ண நகர்களில் பகவான் ஜெகநாதர் பலராமர் சுபதர தேவியரை ஆரம்பிக்கக்கூடிய அந்த சேவையில் ஈடுபட்டிருக்கக்கூடிய அத்துணை பக்தருக்கும் நம்முடைய மனமார்ந்த நன்றி. பக்தி ரிக்ஷா பூஜா டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ல அசிஸ்ட் பண்ணக்கூடிய பக்தர்கள், சண்டே ஃபீஸ்ட் ஃபெஸ்டிவல் கமிட்டி, கோவை சந்திரா டொனேஷன் கலெக்ட் பண்ணக்கூடிய ஃபண்ட்ரைசிங் கேம்பெயின் பக்தர்கள், கலெக்டர்ஸ், இனிஷியேஷன் ப்ரோக்ராமுடைய கோஆர்டினேஷன், இப்படி பல சேவைகளை செய்திருக்காங்க. அத்துணை பக்தர்களுக்கும் எங்களுடைய நெஞ்சார்ந்த நன்றி. தருணத்தில் திரு ஜெயபதாக சுவாமி குரு மகாராஜ் அவருடைய மண் ஆசி இவர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் கிடைக்கப்ப எங்களுடைய பிரார்த்தனைகள். ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா. யாரோ ஒருவர் 4 சக்கர வாகனத்தினுடைய சாவியை துளைத்து விட்டிருக்கிறாங்க. அதை கிடைக்கப்பட்டிருக்கு. தகுந்த அடையாளத்தை சொல்லி அவங்க பெற்றுக்கொள்ளலாம். அதுபோல கண் கண்ணாடியையும் இழந்தவங்க அதை உயர்த்து சேவப்பிராயன் குழுவிடம் அடையாளத்தை சொல்லி பெற்றுக்கொள்ளலாம். கார் சாவி, கண் கண்ணாடி. லாஸ்ட் அண்ட் ஃபவுண்ட் அனௌன்ஸ்மெண்ட்.